Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype to my channel if you have yet to do so. And if you get anything from my work, a connect the dot, an epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create, please consider supporting my work. All the links are at the bottom of the description after the live is over, by the way. Freya, come here. We might have a Freya bomb early on. Come here. Come here. Here she comes. It's a Freya bomb, and yeah, I hope you can hear her meowing. Come here. See, please go check out all the other people that I value. At the bottom of the channel is links to where all the people that I support, that I love, that I find value in their work, they're all there. Go give them a subscribe, a love, and help them out. She's pissed off at me. I can't blame her. We'll get into it. But AllyKatCreations211.com is my website. There you get to see all of my stuff that I work on, candles, pyramids, skulls, drawings. If you're interested in anything purchase-wise or a commission, please email me. Lastly, I had channel memberships. It's a good way to help feed this little cow cat over there making a ton of noise. Not Tuxie. Cow cat's over there. She's making a ruckus over here. Fun times. But you guys get special emojis. You get entered in my raffles, and within those raffles, I'm giving away pyramids. I'm giving away things that are over $100 worth of value. So it's worth it. I do them often. And also I do oracle card readings for the collective of the memberships every weekend. 4D. One thing I'm kind of like okay with about this crazy day is that I got a presentation to shoot for you guys, hopefully tomorrow. Um, I tried videotaping it, like making a video of it. It was way too noisy in my house from 8 a.m. to like 6-ish. Yeah. So I do apologize, guys. I was gonna get that video out, and I at least I got a presentation. I actually went back into cleaning some stuff up in the t-shirts that I'm designing, and you guys are going to, I hope, love them. That's why I'm doing a video. So hi everybody. Hi Scott. Thank you for coming. Hi Miss Ashmaya. Hi Mr. Mark in the background. Hi Joshua. How's everybody? So yesterday was a bust. A freaking bust. The guys come really early as predicted. I moved everything. I was taking blinds down, taking things out of the wall. And the guy's like, I don't think I could do your windows. I don't know if we have the right measurements. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, two people came to take measurements. What do you do? What, why? So got on the phone with the boss. The boss came today, and these guys are coming like 2 hours away in Indy with traffic. So the guys came back today unexpected because the guy's like, I'll be there by 9. I'm going to check out when, and then we'll reschedule. I did not know after putting some furniture back last night, that I was going to I was like, all right, I'm going to get up early. I took a shower. I made myself coffee. Obviously, I'm dressed in halfway decent. And then I get a ring-a-ding-ding at the doorbell at 8 o'clock. Hey, we're here. We're going to do your windows. What? I thought you guys said you're coming around 9 just to check them out. And then the mad dash scramble of pulling things and yeah, that was my morning. It was great. Listen, I'm happy they're in. All of them. Happy. But my gosh, she's a little taken aback because so we moved. The guys helped me. They're very nice guys. They helped me move everything. I offered to buy them lunch and they refused. I guess they brought their own lunch. I got some pictures out there on Facebook flying around. I didn't get all of them done. Obviously, I was like, oh, it's getting late. So I came downstairs. I'll check them out in the morning. And I can't touch them anyway. I can't do anything for at least 24 hours. So I have to wait if I want to open up the windows and actually get some air. But now I have a fly infestation. Oh, yeah. They opened the windows and it was like a parade of them, like, finally, in we go. Yep. I have a fly infestation again. Yep. But this is going to be the last year we have that. Bullet hole's gone. The house looks great. Poor Frey's traumatized. She said hello. She said hello. Come here and talk, girl. What? What? Come here. Come on. We're gonna get Freya bomb again. Here she comes. Freya! What are you talking up a storm? Say hi to everybody. You want to say hi? You want to sit in my lap? Is that what you want? I'm doing crafts, by the way. Come on. No! I was gonna grab your chunk. Yeah, so she's upset. She's upset. She's pissed off at me. Obviously, she was in my room, cooped up all day, and I left her downstairs because the noise upstairs. At least in my room, she has places to hide. She's not. She's a scaredy cat at heart, and she's traumatized. She's pissed off. I get it. And I don't know if there's something stirred up in the house, but the guys got the windows in. They look phenomenal. I put the blinds. That's why I'm a little late. Because I put an announcement earlier on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get blinds up. Because everybody could look into my house. Everybody can look in my house. But I have clean windows. I saw some people trickle in. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Miss Leah. Hi, guys. Again, sorry. I'm just late night. How are you? Intimate. I'm not wearing pajamas, by the way. I should. It's done. And I have a cat that won't stop. But she was fine. I don't know. She's irritated because of the smell of the ceiling upstairs. I don't know. The last time I had the other house with the windows, like my cats were like, yeah, cool. Wow. What a difference. I could see clearer out there. But I'm just happy. I have a fly infestation. I have to get more fly ribbon up, and I'm not putting anything on these windows that are sticky. I'm gonna have to do it on my other window. Yep. And I'm gonna get a lot of exercise by swatting the mother effers with the tennis racket of doom. I'm excited about that. OMG, guys. OMG. Thank you for coming. I know not everybody's time frame. I know Michael Zinn also has a show going on in a half an hour. I definitely need this. But I wanted to come on and decompress. Today was crazy. But 4D tomorrow, hold on to your hats. We got some really cool, amazing shirts. One came to me in this morning and I made it, and I made some presentation fun. And I would love, this is what 4D does. They're gonna give me their best assessments, constructive criticisms. I did a lot of refining some things this today. Still working on books and coloring books. I'm not putting it to the side, but it's gonna be like when spirit tells me to. Yep. Yep. Anybody feeling off? Happy full moon? New moon. New moon. New moon. Sorry, new moon. I want to say it's full, but it isn't. It's not even existent in the sky. It is a lot of energy hitting us, and it is wonky. I have not been able to sleep. With best efforts of going early, best efforts, I just lay there. Then I try meditating. Then I try guided meditation. Then I try binaural beats. Then I try pure tone, but that's not the easiest to fall asleep to, by the way. The last 2 nights. Hi, Mary. Last 2 nights. And not because I was getting windows and the anticipation of moving furniture and like, did I forget something? Did I take a hinge down? Nope. 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 None of that. It wasn't that. It's just the energies. The shaman is kind of excuse me, kind of calm. I had to take my supplements, so if I black seed oil, it needs to happen though. No. No. This app is a pain in the tushy, guys. I'm telling you what. But we didn't it's not an anomaly. Kinda, for me, this is kind of rare that we are seeing this. The gridding is starting to come back. We kind of have, so gridding to me is where everything is kind of intersecting. And if you look right here, the line is not coming straight down. It's not jutting down from the top like we see in light spikes. Right? Like we usually see the light start at the top of the scale. It's just hovering right here, right in the middle. Like nothing from above. It's just like high. High. And I don't know what to make of that, but the gridding is back. I know this is not easy because of the stupid thing in my way. Stupid chart. All right. You see up top where the little sign, this right here, you could see it looks like flannel. So my interpretation, whoa. We're offline. It just went offline. I don't know why every time I go check the Schumann resonance, it goes on. We might have a blackout, guys. We'll see. I'm going to refresh. Either way, energy is so fucking crazy. No sleep. It was 93 today. It was hot. And I felt bad for the guys. I was like, come on, I'll put the air conditioning on while you guys finish they put the windows in and then they took a lunch break. And I was like, guys, come into the house. Like, I'm not on the phone. So they're all Spanish speaking. They, I understand what they're, I was like, I know Spanish too. Hi. Go sit and chill in my living room. Go pull up some chairs. We'll clean off the table if you want to eat like human beings. They're like, no, we'll eat outside. I'm like, are you sure? Come and sit inside. It's cool. There's a fan going on too. They refused. I was like, there's some good restaurants up the block. If you want, I'll give you some money. No, 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 ma'am, no, no. I know they're not allowed to take that stuff, but I feel bad. Listen, I'm a good person. I tipped at the end anyway. And the guy was like, you don't have to do this. I was like, yes, I do. You guys were forced to come out yesterday. Not your fault. And you were just trying to be overly cautious. I'm gonna put something up. Hang on. I'm gonna find it. It's on my page. I posted it earlier. Some of you might have seen it, but it doesn't hurt to record it. Before I do that, whenever I got my naps in, I'm calling them naps because they're not full sleep. They're not full sleep. I'm getting naps in, and it's being recorded via my little watch here. And yeah, not fun. A lot of us are being initiated. Congratulations. It's annoying. And I'm laughing and smiling in dread inside. Because who's been coming to me at night? His Royal Highness. Hello. Frey's agreeing. Are you agreeing? Here she comes again. I feel so bad. I feel like she's distressed, and I know she's not. Come here. Give me the sassy tail. Come here. Do you hear her? Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come sit in my lap. Come on. Come on. You're not going to stop. I know. What are you going to do when I go back to work? You guys missed her face. It was priceless. Yeah, she was cooped up in a room all day, so she's protesting. I don't know why she doesn't want to sit on my lap. She does. She this morning I let obviously I didn't know the guys are coming so early. So yeah, obviously yesterday I put her down in the room, my downstairs room, because of the noise and she has places to go. She wants to hide. And I could put her litter box and food and water in my room. It's not a big deal. And she's like, no, do not do that. And I'm like, well, the doors and the windows are going to be wide effing open. No. And then the squirrels are like hanging out on the deck like it's theirs. It's their kingdom now. And this cat, I'm like, no, she's going to go after them. And we're not having that travesty. So I locked her downstairs. Now she's protesting. Um, the little things that I can remember from the last 2 nights that he's come, I feel like I'm being initiated. Um, it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's weird. It's a weird energy. I don't know. A lot of you have experienced the higher density beings coming to you. I'm cognizant because I'm aware of what's in my field. If I could only record myself at night, if I was speaking, I don't know. But I definitely know that he's not jumping into me. He's like sitting with me. I don't know what he's prepping me before, but I don't know. It's like an off feeling, but it's safe, but weird. It's very weird. I'm going to share this because this hit me like a ton of bricks, and this is like about me trying to describe divine neutrality without people like not understanding. And I know you guys might understand, but there's so many people out there that just like, you didn't take a side. Beyond duality, the alchemist who walks the axis. And not all of us are this. I just want to make that clear. Many of us are, but not all of us. So only take if this resonates with you. Why are you saying ow, cat? What is that? I haven't heard you do that noise. Here she comes. Come here. Most people live within the push and pull of opposites, light and dark, good and bad. You tell them, Freya. Right and wrong. We're taught to choose sides, to pick one, to fight against the other. But there is another path, a rarer one. It is a path of the alchemist, one who does not reject the dark nor glorify the light, but transforms through both. It is the path of the access walker, one who no longer belongs to polarity, but has become the still point around which it all spins. To walk this path is to feel confusion, contradiction, even isolation. But eventually, clarity emerges. You realize you are not light. You are not dark. You are the awareness that sees both. You are the choice between them and the space where they unite. So I'm hoping that that helps kind of describe what divine neutrality is. And I say divine because all of this is source, and this is what Ra's equivalent to service to self is a negative polarity. Service to others is a positive polarity, and service to source is its own. It's the middle way. I could tell you, because I'm trying to track my reasoning for retaining all, even if this is water or this is cortisol or, you know, all, and I'm not eating much. I'm drinking a ton of water and tea. I'm trying not to have as much sugar. I am hypoglycemic, so I do need a semblance of food, and I've been eating more protein in my diet. But I'm trying to figure it out so that I can fix my routine or supplement something else or try to figure out why I'm not sleeping properly. Obviously, it's the energy, the ascension's shifting, it's shifting. Aha. Sorry, had to text Miss Ivy. Yeah, my sleep needs attention. I got my score is bad. They have a sleep score. My energy is really good because I'm going for walks, I'm moving furniture, and even though I'm not like walking miles, like I'm still clocking in a lot of steps during the day via the back and forth. It literally has me sleeping for 3 hours on and off. Lots of brokenness in there. And I went to sleep early the last 2 days, knowingly these guys needed to come. I was going to wake up and take a shower. And that used to be me, Leah. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. every day, even my days off. I wake up late. Clear quartz. And look what I found. My smaller copper wiring. Yay. I'm excited because I did not pour for yet for the angel because obviously moving furniture and half my house, which now I have to put back. We're going to add to this, but we're going to add clear quartz. So angel wings, and we're gonna have some quartz hanging in. And I'm thinking this is gonna be, I might put a gem. It depends what I have. A bunch in the middle where the dress is. I might do the whole thing like this, but my premise was to get the wings and at least that started. And if it comes out really pretty, I'm gonna make a ton more. So hold on to your hats. It's not going to be just about t-shirts. Although 40, get ready. I put a whole presentation together while the guys were working, and I could focus because all day was fun and banging. See this is way thinner. I know it's hard. You can't even see it. It's very thin, but it's copper. Promise. Um, heavy energies, by the way, heavy energies. And I could tell you I'm not being left when he leaves. And and it's not, and I don't think I know I'm not sleeping. When I'm in this state, like last night, I was like in vivid land. I was half awake, half asleep. Um, I know how his vibration feels, and I also had Gabriel come in and a few other things. And they've been coming. I'm just too tired to play. Well, the last 2 nights, oh no, no. Mm-mm. Nope. I couldn't get out of those. But it's not memory. It's more like they don't want me to remember everything or have a recall on everything. I don't know why just yet. Oh no. Oh, Leah, I get the same reaction. I got stung. Well, way back in the Wayback Machine when I worked outside as an outdoor lifeguard, I got stung in my stomach, and I did have a reaction, but it wasn't alarm bells. I had everything on hand just in case. I took Benadryl, and I got stung by a wasp like a few years later. Yeah, the EpiPen was definitely used. And I don't know where my body is right now with my allergies. Obviously, I don't go to the doctor. I don't test myself, and I am not going to get stung. But I could imagine, I'm hoping that my body, with all the things that I've been doing to improve my immune system, have improved. But we're sending you healing, Miss Leah. Leah, at least you're not these like crazy guys that I watch on some crazy YouTube channel about guys like getting stung for shits and giggles for science. They had like the murder hornet from Japan, the murder hornet, the murder wasp. It's a hornet. I don't even know. The fucking thing is like this big. It looks like it's gonna eat you alive, eat your soul. It's gonna suck it out. Freak-ish. And of course, I get entertained by this stupid stuff. Entertained. Don't ask me why. But we're sending you healing, girl. And I didn't get to, unfortunately, I did not get to see Janine. I did watch the show. I had it on mute and closed captioning, but I was busy with the guys because moving and taking down curtains was a beautiful task this morning. Unannounced. Because the guy's like, oh, we're going to have to reorder your windows and remeasure, and it'll be a few weeks. Oh, no, they're back today. Come here, you. This is the most we have a Freya bomb all day. Freya bomb. Okay, that's another t-shirt idea I have in my brain. Come here. Where are you going? Are you going to say hi to everybody? I love you. No? That's not nice. You sass. You're sass. Yes, you are. Don't tell me no. Yeah, I got you tushy. I know, baby. And I also been seeing cat shadow figures in the house. Not necessarily black things, but I've been seeing like the remnants of like, and I don't know if it's Morgan, Ethan, or Odin, because all three of them inhabited this house at some point in their little cat lives. And I don't know if that's why Morgan's been on my mind a lot. Morgan Tuxie. So yeah, there's a lot of energy going through. We have a new moon tonight. Make your intentions. Let's go read spiritual cachet. This is important. I needed to go on because this is important for whoever needs to hear these things. July 14th, home is quietly being redefined. Not as a place, not as a person, not as something you spend your life trying to return to. That's the starseed paradigm. Die, bug. In the love and light, may your soul go. But as the way you've chosen to live with yourself, you begin noticing how many decisions were shaped by what once felt necessary to accept, to be chosen, to be loved, not because those ways were wrong, because they belong to a time when adapting felt safer than belonging to yourself. The life taking shape now isn't asking you to erase the past. It's asking you to stop allowing it to decide what feels normal, what feels familiar, and what you believe you deserve. Perhaps this is what coming home has always meant. Not returning to where you've been, but no longer leaving yourself to get there. Let that sink in. Because I definitely, in the last at least the 2 days, I've been feeling this big chasm within me. Back in the day, when I did that picture with the wings, I felt like I was being pulled by those two sides, the dark and the light, and they were fighting each other. I don't feel that anymore. I don't feel that tussle anymore. Hi, Synthesized. Go check out Synthesized Beautiful channel. I actually tried listening to some of the music last night. It did not get me to sleep, but there was other reasons for that. It did not. And not because it wasn't good. I was trying. Hillel had other ideas. Way other ideas. Miss Cat. Something within me, and I don't know if this is going through all of you, is making space. Yeah, is it making space for you too, Cat? No. I don't know if you can hear her. No, I'm not sure. Right now, the soul is being pulled into 3 to 4 different types of entanglements, and I don't like either any of those options. The twin flame, I could tell you what, telepathy is a real thing. Yeah, is it? Yeah. Can we see your cute face while you do that? I have no warm baby. You can't see her face, my armchair. Come talk. Come here. Come here. Up, up. Up, up. I'm gonna get you. I tried. I have a lot of contracts. A lot. Too many. Too many. Not all of them are good, not all of them are bad. Just like I said earlier with the duality thing, I think His Highness and Mr. Adversary came in to shape and carve out some space for the new self and the ancestry, that the lineage that I belong with, to come through. I'm not necessarily calling anybody in. But there's entanglement and there's telepathy going on. As I'm trying to tell Freya to chill the F out because we love her, but my gosh, drowning in meowies. And hopefully she's fine. Seems fine. I would say that most of my romantic relationships in this life, this one right here, has been karmic. Every last one besides two happened to be, and guys, I haven't dated that many guys in my life. Were karmic. We both needed to impart lessons on each other. Once I understood that dynamic, I knew the karmics for sure. I had one soul tie. I had one soul. And the last one that I just recently left was my twin. I tried explaining the dynamic to him because there was a lot of subconscious healing that I needed to go through, a lot of programming that I had to shed through him that he doesn't understand. And I was very compassionate with him and doing the same, but he wasn't cognizant because he's not on the same vibration spiritually. Subconsciously, he is. Consciously, no. Materialist. Very much drowning in his work and finances. Most guys should be. That's great, but not everybody. I live my life vicariously through the day. And I don't visualize because I don't necessarily have a type. I don't necessarily have a type, and I don't want to sabotage myself, if that makes sense. Hi, Ivy. So the last one I was with was my twin. And the telepathy on the higher plane, the higher density. Oh yeah, it's there. And it's really hard. Because damage is done. There's no going back. And if there is, there's no going back. But that entanglement is ridiculous. So I've been trying to alchemize that pull for sure. I did not eat today. Actually, that's a lie. I gotten myself some ice cream. It was hot in the house because I had my air conditioning off until they put the windows in and they had some sealants around it because I don't need my bill going up that high. So, and I had fans and everything on, but it was still really hot and icky. Right now, my conundrum is there are people that I was speaking to. I guess I put it out there that I have a channel and go ponder and yonder and see if you like my personality and if you can hang out with me. You get the best of session, I'm a raw, real person. I'm not sitting here with a facade on. So I don't have a persona like that. Like, hi everybody, this is Allison. How are you? No, I'm real and raw. I am who I am. This is the harder part, synthesize. And I come to this term too. We have more than one. If we're all one, all of us, correct? We're all one. We all came differentiated on different rays of the chakra systems and different cosmic stuff. There's a lot that goes into the unity thing for sure. But we have, in my estimation, we have that one that we got to finish out our contracts with. That's your twin. If your twin is not recognizing what it is, 9 times out of 10, you have to let it go. The hard part is letting go and cutting the cord of entanglement to that, because it's not just this life, it's all the other lives you lived. And with this soul that I have here, I lived a fuck ton in density. So I have a ton of people that I'm connected to on that realm. A ton. More than that. It's what is supposed to happen and sign up for this life. The lessons I'm supposed to impart. And for my karmics that understood the assignment, the idea of shattering me into a million pieces is not ideal, but when you piece yourself back together, you're a stronger being for it. And there was a lot of lessons that I learned throughout my life being shattered into pieces. This last one, my lesson was to give myself boundaries. I mean, I have boundaries, but this was like next level boundaries because I'm stepping into a higher density form of self. So that cunt don't play. That see you next Tuesday, Allison, that's walking in now, has higher standards. And where I would have lessened, I see you over there. Sorry, she's having a chit chat evening here. This is a first for us. This one also had to teach me my self-worth. And not I have self-worth. This was next level. So everything that a lot of us are going through currently is next level. It's higher density stuff done in 3D, and it feels like asshole. Oh yeah, Ivy, that's Freya. I don't know if you can hear it. Well, and synthesize that's the thing. I stopped chasing because I was the feminine masculine and he was the feminine masculine. He took, and this is not to disrespect him at any rate. He's just he was a water sign and very, 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 very emotional. But he hasn't done his inner child work to heal some of his trauma, and I was trying to bring that out in him in not the easiest ways. I brought out a lot of his insecurities. And when I try to explain my role for him in the contract, he doesn't understand. And as much as I send him articles and things to try to help, like, clear up why I was being such an asshole and why things were coming subconsciously out of me, I was running my program like my contract is my program. I was running it to a T. Once I became cognizant of my behavior and of what I was doing, I fucking kiboshed it. I put a stop to the behavior because I saw how he wasn't getting the hint that I was just trying to help him and not try to hurt him in any way. And twins sometimes are uncognizant and they don't know their role, and you got to let it play out. And for me, I tried enough times to try to make things work, but it just got worse. And I'm not chasing. He wanted me and expected me to chase. That's where my boundary, and that's where I passed my lesson. I passed it because I didn't chase. I wasn't chasing. So here I am. Having hello come to me. Fun facts. Coming to me, trying to make some space in the vessel to let more light in, but alchemize more. A lot of us are doing this in our sleep. Even if you're not sleeping and you're just sitting on your pillow, you're doing a lot of recalibrating right now. I know that I am. It's been mind-numbing. Absolutely mind-numbing. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about the CERN, how time is shifted. There's now more Mandela effects. The cornucopia is back in conversation from Fruit of a Loom. I thought that was funny. Hang on, Ash Maya. Ash Maya sent me some orb parties we're gonna watch together. Oh, there's Telepathy Girl. His higher self, not him. Even if he knew how to. Carl, you see what happens, unfortunately, to people that try to hurt me? They try. Very hard to do. They got to deal with him. And karma's up. See you next Tuesday. Even though a lot of people are like, well, your car could be karma. No, it's stuff. I'm building the new life. What no longer serves this life is going to go. What is my old life? The car. It needs to go. Understandably. Slowly, things will be where they need to be. But a good exercise for anybody that feels like they have a connection is to understand where is the contract and what is the contract. Once I established with Viking that it was just a test to see if I heal, it's like a healing, see if I healed test, if I would lure myself back into that. And I didn't. And it ended as quick as it started. And no hard feelings. I had a very long gap in my relationships between 2012 to now. I've been alone for a long time. Hard to believe, but I'm not an easy person to deal with. And I honestly know that. And it's not because I'm not a cute little soul. I'm very complex. I just had a glitch in my eye. I don't think that appeared in the video. But who's ready to see some orbs and get enlightened? Yeah, Mary, and here, before we get to the orbs, here's what I'll say about that. A lot of us are starting to notice those pattern recognitions. A lot of the oracle cards have been saying, notice your looping. It's not to judge you. It's not to slap you. It's not to kick your own ass. It's meant to teach you that didn't work. The only way, let's just say, like a twin flame works is when both people heal and then can come together after their separation period. There's a lot of separation periods between a twin flame connection. I've been doing a lot of research on it because this is the first lifetime I've had to experience this in a very long lifetime. And fuck me, that is my twin. I'm fucked. I'm an ugly, horrible person. Hi, Sparky. In this case, Allison's the light in this situation, and that one is the demon. And I'm not saying demons are bad. Demons are very unhealed and are childish in their responses, and they have dark energy that they need to release within them. And I'm praying for my twin to do that healing, at least for not understanding the other karmic relationships he's going to have to learn from, and maybe find a priest. Okay, get ready. It's party time at Ash Maya's. Woo! Wow, you got some fae. It's party night with Ash Maya, Cody and Maya, and Mr. Mark. I'm going to make a jingle. Wow. It really is an orb party. You have a fuck ton of fae. I'm like watching intently. Yep. You have spirit too. There's two of them, guys. Hang on. There's two. Don't go anywhere. I have to X out. Mother effer trucker. I have a fly infestation. Oh yeah, I'm seeing there's subtle. Well, this second video. There's out there. Yep. There they are. I think they know when you're recording them too. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Miss Sparky. That's crazy. Yeah, that's bananas. Wow, girl, that shit crazy. We're continuing on with our angel. I'm hoping tomorrow I wake up, I get more of my furniture back in its place. The windows look phenomenal and they go up and they fold out. I can't touch them though for 24 hours though, as they're setting. Yeah, the last few days has been bananas because up there's a Freya again. Freya, come here. Who's here? Who's here? I'm trying to pick her up so she could sit on my lap. Come here. Did you hear her? She said no. No. Come here. Come sit on me. She's behind me. Yeah, my windows are in. For those of you who just came in, that's why I'm late tonight. They started at 8 a.m. and they finished around 6-ish. And then I needed to put the blinds back on and get some sort of semblance of things in the house. Not everything I put back, but like uh beyond blinds, my kitchen table and like getting my kitchen cleared so that tomorrow when I want to eat something, I can make it without a mess. So yeah, windows are phenomenal. They make me so happy. There she goes. Miss Yappy Cat tonight, talking up a storm. Oh yeah, the guy's like, look, here's how this works. There's a child lock on there so that nothing can go out. So Freya won't be able to fit because she's too plump. So if I want to open up the window, now I have screens. My old windows, the ones that are behind me, they're old. There's no screens. So I can't just like let the window and let the breeze in because then like today, I have an infestation again of flies. As soon as the guys knock the window out, the flies are like, ah, I'm home. Yeah, home to my electrical tennis racket. So I have a ton of flies in the house I have to deal with. But I'm excited that I can open up the windows upstairs. I can get a fresh breeze. I can wash and clean them both sides. She is bombing today. What? Are you saying hi to everybody? No. She's being rude. Why are you being sassy? Why are you being a sassy cat? What? Are you in pain? Is there a spirit in the house? Is there a spirit in the house? Are they bothering you? No? Come on. Hop up. Hop up. And we got a new moon. We're going to read more about that. I am right now taking thin copper and stringing up some crystal quartz to attach to this quartz, and we're going to put it in the angel mold. That's tonight. Obviously, I really wanted to paint, but there's no way. I'm too tired. Too tired from today's crazy events. Because I was not expecting windows to be put in after yesterday. Guys come in and like, nah, you got plaster walls. I don't know if this is going to work. We got to talk to our boss. The boss came this morning and yeah. But I got a lot to read to you guys. This is important. Scott. This is why it's hard for me to be a medium, because I pick up on higher selves. Know what? I do. I pick up on you. I don't know what's going on with you. You're not talking. Go get the flies. That's your job, Cat. Get the flies. Yeah, she's being rambunctious tonight. Just because someone might have transpired, and this is just from a mediumistic point of view, does not necessarily mean their higher self doesn't talk to you on a higher plane. And the same could be said for a human. That's why a lot of people have telepathy. It's not the 3D version of them talking, it's a higher version of them talking, and they're like, I'm trying to get it through their fucking head. They're stubborn, and I know she's mad being locked up. I could not risk leaving her upstairs in the cat room because it was hot. Down here, it's way cooler. I don't even need the air conditioning down here. There is no air conditioning down here. I don't need it. It's nice and cool down here. I did not want to leave her in almost a 90-degree house with just a fan and flies. Yes. Um, in person, definitely more so than I do. But if I tune in enough, I try not to do this. It's not easy, but I know where people's will of intentions are. I can read intentions. So if someone, let's just say, Facebook messages me and it's a guy, 9 times out of 10, I can read what his intentions are. And listen, I'm going to be clear as crystal. Everybody has an imagination and everybody's allowed to use their imagination how they will it to be. I don't need to know about it. That's right, Freya. You tell them. You tell those guys. You tell them. Yeah, you tell them guys. Stop messing with my mama. This is like a first, so it should be a Freya interview. I didn't get to do a short today because this one was cooped up. My intention hits here, here, and my gut. It's not just my gut, that my instincts will read a person's energy. And that doesn't mean they're a bad person. There are men out there, and I mean, I'm just talking in terms of like what I receive online from people, and strangers especially, that like look at my picture and go, "Oh, normal, thank you." I don't need to read that off your energy. You want to do what you do in the need, have fun with that. I don't need to know about it. There's just men, just, regular 3D people. They're going to do their thing. I just don't want to be involved in it. And I can fucking suck that out of the air and read that with 2 seconds. I'm not saying that's everybody. And I give the benefit of a doubt. But at the same time, there's a fly right there. It's on chicken. Can I kill it? Damn it. Too slow. I Mr. Miyagi'd one earlier. But the telepathy is absolutely very difficult. Oh. Sorry, guys. There's going to be a lot of that until that fucking thing dies. Freya needs to come up here and get the fly. But a lot of me also reading someone's intention is also, a lot of you back in the day used to see me do a lot of this during live, when I was live with people. And even when I wasn't and I was behind the scenes, I did a lot of this, and I projected my light body in the wiring and knew where the gremlins were, and did my little fey magic and unknotted the interceptions and cleared the way for things to run smoother. It doesn't necessarily work when I do it for myself, on myself. It doesn't work that way. Oh, I think Freya caught a fly. Yes. I know she's good for something besides being super cute. Good job, Freya. You get an award. So tonight is a new moon. Today's new moon in Cancer is not about launching something new. It is about returning to something true. A dream you let go of too early. A version of yourself you stop believing in. Something once reached for, then quietly put down. This moon is asking you to pick it back up, not as you were, but as who you have become. Wiser, more ready than you know. Set one intention today that comes from your heart, not your head. Write it down. This one has roots. I used to be that way, and synthesize, I kind of like backed down. Not to say I don't get it right all the time, but there's some people kind of cloak things that I can't read. Obviously, they're cloaking for a reason, but a lot of people don't realize that they're doing it. And then I kind of misread people sometimes. but not in an ill way by any stretch of the imagination. The universe is saying to you today, stop measuring your future by your current circumstances. Miracles happen when possibility is greater than fear. Get ready for unexpected blessings to arrive. The impossible becomes possible when you least expect it. Hey, I was not expecting windows today, and it's a miracle. Yeah. Um, After the fury of this morning, pulling furniture again and the blinds off the walls again, and uh just moving stuff out of the way because I was under the pretense they were coming back in a few weeks. Surprise! A miracle happened today. Mazel tov to that. And glass did break today. They as they were hammering out, glass broke. So mazel tov. um Anything is possible, but I stopped expecting things to come in my life to me. Um, Spirit has a really nice way of presenting these things to me when they come. Yeah, anything is possible. But where's your nervous system in it all? If you are in a twin flame or know your twin flames, no, my art, where I took all my art off the wall, and that's going to be the next few days. What I'm doing in the house is putting everything back and seeing what I want back and what I don't want back on the walls. The furniture, unfortunately, I was playing around with it a little while before I came down here. Some stuff has to go where it goes just because of my limited wall space. I was hoping to feng shui the house a little bit better, like different furniture placements. I might still play with it, but the way my house is shaped, it's a weird. So it's gonna probably have to go back to the way I had it. Minus maybe I might change up the paintings and stuff in the on the wall. But my house is all windows. There's not much wall space to hang things unless you've seen my window. How huge they are. They look tiny in the picture. They do. They look small. But they're big. Huge. Oh no, no, my crystals were harmed. I moved us. So when you open my front door, that was my concern, but they did everything from the outside in. So there was one guy inside knocking everything out from the inside, and the other two guys that came were knocking everything on the outside, and everything was taken from the outside. Um, the back window had a crack in it, and when the guy was not even, it wasn't banging the glass, it was banging the frame to get a jarred from the wall, and it shattered. I was like, "Are you guys okay? Do you need anything? I have water." I bought like a whole case of water just in case. I was trying to buy them lunch. They were like, "No, we're good, thank you." Oh yeah, all my stuff is okay, and after the 24-hour period, because it has to sit and settle, I had the same thing with my last house. I had windows put in. I'm gonna bless the fuck out of them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bless the hell out of them. I'm gonna sprinkle some black salt on that and purify and thank the house. It's getting an upgrade. It got an upgrade today. Yes, they did. I don't want that energy around. I was gonna keep it as the window with the bullet hole in it. I was gonna keep it, but it's not my story. It's not my story anymore. Yes, I could have been killed, and yes, spirit protects me all when it can. That went with them. I was like, do I really want the souvenir? Nah. Nah, that's my past, and I don't live in my past no more. Nopey nope. Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think that was probably on a couple of people's minds. Um, I'm trying to shed the old self. That old self could a couple of moments ago, that was the old self, right? We're always reshaping and becoming a new person each day. Each moment you live, you can make a choice. And especially hello coming to me in the last 2 nights, trying to like pull some shadow out of me. And what I mean by that is releasing things so that the new stuff can come in and I can balance a healthier dynamic of my shadow. Refining, it's recalibrating the shadow part of me. The other things that I can't describe besides, and I only give names to two of the essences that I know have names, but that you guys can relate to. They're just energy. The other energies that came were kind of recalibrating my light. I'm handy. Ooh, 7 acres? Nice. Um, this see you next Tuesday right here. I moved myself and I built all the furniture. I'm pretty handy. The only thing I can't do by myself is the heavy lifting of things. If I had, and I'm gonna say this, what the guys did today, there's no, I mean, I'm sure I could learn to do it, for sure. But there's no going to the store and buying those. Those had to be custom made for me because of the size. They don't make the size of the windows, this window itself, huge. I will show you. I have examples. That's the back window. Look, you can see clearly now. So that's close to my floor where my heater is, all the way to almost all the way to my ceiling. I have small ceilings. Like they had to put those two windows together. It's not one big unit, it's one and one. It's my neighbor. I mean, they look small in the picture, but they're huge. I didn't, and this is one of the side windows that's finished. but it's not a small like bedroom window. It is like a whole unit. Like what's behind me, I'm like my whole desk is in one unit of a window, and then I have a whole nother unit next to it. So there's no way I would have been able to do that by myself. I get that from, I honestly never understood where my love for Home Depot. I love Home Depot. I love Lowe's, and now we have a Menards over here. I love going into hardware stores. I love power tools. I have a nice selection. I had to sell a lot of my stuff from New York. I kept some of my stuff. Obviously, I needed it. But I have plumbing, a whole plumbing toolkit. Miss Cat. I have drywall. I have epoxy flooring stuff. I have a lot. Yes. You want to come up now? Come on. No? But everybody wants to see you and not on the floor. Come on. You're a sassy butt. Sassy. I left kids to go on a changing table that are not babies. I can lift up to like maybe 80 pounds. Uh, I've done it. When I was a lifeguard, I did 250 soaking wet. That's not easy. Backboard helps with leverage, but it's still a lot to get a 250-pound person on a backboard. But I did it. I'm proud of myself. But yeah, I did a lot of the lifting myself when I moved. I had a storage facility, and then every couple of days I would go in and get bags and moving bins and boxes and lift all that heavy stuff myself and pack it into my tiny little car that is no longer working. But once again, the car is my old paradigm. It's my old life. It's the last semblance that I have of my mom, but it's not my mom. My mom's with me all the time, so I don't need it. I'm not attached to it. It's not serving me a purpose. Sure, I could walk to work, and if I need to get somewhere like a meeting or something in another building, I'm sure my teacher or someone can hitch me a ride, or I'll have to Uber it, you know. I'm pretty, I have, with all this like water, I'm sure it's water weight, cortisol weight. I'm trying to figure that one out. Big time. Like I'm seeing the puffiness in my face starting to drop a little bit, and the double chin starting to like dissipate. Um, Being a woman is not an easy thing. I'm gonna tell you that much. And I'm doing the best that I can to get my muscle tone back, but not look too intimidating, because that happens. When I hit the gym, I go hard, and that's not a fun thing. It's not a good scene, not a good look. All right, let's blow that one up. Today is a new moon, and it brings the super, oh, it's a super new moon. Ooh. The moon is in Cancer, her home sign, making her more powerful today than at any other point in the year. And because this is a super moon, physically closer to Earth than usual, every intention you plant today is amplified beyond measure. And if you want to use this, go for it. I plant seeds of love, healing, abundance, and emotional peace today. I come home to myself. I release what has drained me, and I welcome what truly nourishes my soul. What I am calling in today is already on its way to me. My heart is open. My new beginning starts now. I'm ready. When saying that, feel it in your heart. And it's true. Today, I took a part of my life, a bullet going through my window that irked the fuck out of me, not just for aesthetic purposes, but I don't need to relive that anymore. It's not a part of my new beginning. So it's gone. I was 97 when I moved here. 97 pounds. And I'm not saying I'm fat by any means of the stretching imagination. I am having a hard time fitting in already clothes that I bought for being on the bigger side. I have thyroid issues, so my weight fluctuates. And I have a lot more clothes than I would like, but at the same time, I don't want to get rid of them because I can't, if I lose weight, I won't be able to fit in those clothes that I'm trying to just do everything cheap at the moment so that I can sit comfortably. And this is like a nice little air conditioned shirt. I could sit comfortably and not go, oh, here's all my stomach rolls. Right, Kat? You gained weight too, fatty. You little chunk. Yeah, you like the butt rub. Come here, you. No. I almost had her. I almost had you. Almost had her. Come here. You behind my chair? Are you giving Tuxie a stare down? Come here. I've never seen Freya this way. Ever. I love you. Yes, I do. You can't see her. Could you come over here so we could talk to you? You're stealing the show, Missy. Come here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely I definitely have it. I mean, I'm happy my girls are, they didn't go down because I get that problem too. I gain weight in my tummy and like these get nice and oh wow, I have a rack. Oh, but the thunder thighs, the low hanging saddlebags, those are happening. Age. And I don't necessarily it's just I sit and it's uncomfortable. Let's just put it that way. And when I am bloated, it hurts. It's painful. It's not like it's pleasant. Some people can sit with that. I cannot. It hurts. So I'm doing what I can to look at the differentiation of like drinking my tea. I do need sugar. I do faint if I don't have. I run low. My blood sugar is low. I do have protein. I do eat. But my goodness. Mm-mm. Yeah, for me, this summer, I'm not that stressed out. Like the biggest thing is now the car. The windows were the second biggest thing. And it's Done. Now I have to pay for it, but I have that handled for the moment. Yeah, I just, you know, and it's also like wanting to be, you know, when I look at my face, you don't see it like unless you see some of my pictures. Like I could see my aging happening quick. Like I'm aging and I'm not used to it. I don't know if anybody, even the guys in the chat, if you look in the mirror and one day you look one way and the next day you start seeing your line, I mean the jowl thing happen, like moon face happens, and I'm like now I'm starting to get back to my shape. But I'm like, you know, and at my age, I'm young, but at the same time, I'm not that young. And at the same time, I would like to attract a nice, handsome guy. And some that even though I tweaked my app to an age gap, they're giving me either way too young or on the other scale, 60. Nope. 50 and under to at least late 30s. But even the 30 thing depends. Because they're not mature just yet. Auntie Amy just messaged me. She's like, sorry, a hottie didn't show up. It's all right. Even if a one did come, like the 98% of these guys are married. And I'm not about that. So on July 14th, the new moon returns to Cancer, the ancient waters of the zodiac. Every new moon marks the beginning of a new cycle. But this one carries a different current. With Mercury retrograde moving through Cancer, we are being invited to slow down and reflect on the deeper emotional undercurrents moving through ourselves and through the collective. Cancer is the first water sign of the zodiac, reminding us that before we can create a new future, we must first realize that our true belonging is not something we find outside of ourselves, but something we cultivate from within. This new moon opens the door to a new emotional chapter, one that invites us to meet ourselves with greater compassion, to listen to what has been quietly waiting beneath the surface, and to let go of the stories that are no longer ours to carry. And I guess one of those things I did today on the new moon was get rid of those windows. I guess timing is divinely orchestrated today. That was divinely orchestrated. On a new moon, I get new windows and creating a new life. And not to say that it's not the furniture going back in the same spot and the same blinds, but it's a traumatizing event that took place. It's no longer my story. Besides Freya crying like a nut. Which if she doesn't stop her nonsense. And here's a cute little picture of Ethan Cat at my old house with the bay window. And that's my lavender and my selenite. She's back. She's back, Sassy Tail. Yes. You didn't even sleep with me last night. I think she knew. Yeah, I had a black cat. I love black cats. And I like orange too. It would be Halloween all over again, but tuxies and she's still in a tux. Freya's still in a tux family because she's two color. Tuxie cats have really amazing personalities as cats, and they're chill. That's kind of the reason why her and Odin got adopted, not just because they were older, because they're chilled out, but sassy and funky and spunky. Ethan was a scaredy cat, and my cat Taffy was a grouch. But he lived up to the Garfield extravaganza. And Odin was a pure personality. I like that. Oh, this is a pretty quartz. I could see the rainbows. But yeah, Frey's talking up a storm. Yes, you are, and I don't know why. You could be angry. You're going to have a new window to see your friends with tomorrow. Ooh. Crazy. So what are you guys planting for your intentions? You don't have to tell me everything if you don't feel obliged to, obviously. Um, what do you want for your new beginning? I know I'm being asked to make space for the old stories to decohere, go bye-bye, and that the new version of me is slowly integrating more. And those beings coming to me the last 2 nights, the telepathy that I've been hearing in my brain, in my mind. Spirit is being funky with me. And a lot of us are being tested. And like I was saying earlier, it's next level testing. It's not 3D testing, it's 4D. That's why it feels worse. And it sucks worse because it's next level. But we can handle it. We are strong enough. And once we can embody these facts, more the wiser. I did not want that opened. And Poopy, I missed a oh, those are fireworks. I thought those are guns. Yeah, telepathy. And so the thing is, Yeah, with the lack of sleep, like I've maybe gotten 6 hours and I'm taking naps. Like when my app is clocking my sleep, it's clocking it more in the naps. Like, hey, you got like 4 hours overall, but like you are up here and here and here and here. Um, it's not ideal. And then yesterday I took a nap. I couldn't even leave my eyes and not want to stay open whatsoever. I could not keep my eyes open. I clocked out. Couldn't handle it. I was so distraught yesterday and I didn't understand why. I still kind of don't know why. But I felt so like hit in the gut, and not because of the window so much, because that was out of my control and out of the guy's control. Um, Something ate at me yesterday and I can't even put my finger on it. And that gets frustrating. I don't know if any of you have had this in the last couple of months, but feeling like crap, like not depressive, but like, ew. And you don't know why. Synthesize, I'm going to tell you this. I used to be in the same boat as you. I used visualization. I did the recapitulation, Carlos Castaneda style and Neville Goddard style. Uh, I did transmuting, transurfing. I've done a lot of trying to pull it in from 3D standards. Those methods that you're talking about aren't going to work for 4D. And that's where we are vibrating in between. Your higher self is merging with this vehicle, your soul. Your old self, the old soul, it's still you, but that's leaving. That new beginning, we're all talking about the changes needing to be made. All of that stuff is old self that's leaving. That's I already, this is hard to describe, but I'm a walk-in of my own higher self. My fifth or sixth density self back in 2017 walked into my soul, into this vehicle. My old self, my old aspect of my soul could not handle my mother's passing. It was preparing me coming in to handle and deal with the next phase of my life. Here we are again, and I'm feeling the same similar things that I felt in 2017. Your higher self always has a higher self, has a higher self. It's a perpetuating thing. It's a slinky. Each one of these little spirals has a higher self, right? It doesn't end. They all have them. The next level higher self is coming and merging in with this soul, with this body. It's still my soul. It's pulling it in, and it's also it's trying to integrate the ego too. So it's kind of like slipping in, but it's doing it gradually and not harshly. Where in 2017, it was like instantaneous overnight. I woke up, interacted with my mom, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you? Where did that asshole daughter go of mine?" And not to say I was never mean to my mom, but she tested my limits. She did things just to get a rise out of me. think I love her for that. But there is a lot more patience with the new soul than with the old. Let's just put it that way. I was more tempered and more mature, not realizing until after I dwelled on, like, I did make a change. And it's not that it's not me, it is me. Where other souls choose another actual from another soul group, another soul to embody inhabit the body. The Curtis books did channel Abraham Lincoln. I read it ages ago, but Lincoln is a walk-in. Once his soul was tired and his purpose, his soul contract, Abe Lincoln's soul contract ended, two things could have happened. And he chose to have another soul finish off his body's mission or that soul's mission just through Abraham Lincoln's body. This is just a sleeve. It's just an overcoat, and you can change your overcoat. Your higher self is merging with you. And what once worked in 3D, the visualization, the setting the intention, putting it out there, visualizing it, the specifics that you're supposed to tie in kind of all goes out the window. What I started doing to manifest my reality is going into a state of being where my heart is anchored in the light, in earth and above. I'm going to a menu option of myself in a higher form that's already living the life that I want. And there's a billion different lives that I am living right now. The version of me that didn't break up with the ex, the version of me that's already married with children, the version of me that already has stardom and money galore. And then I have another version of me that's in poverty. I have another version of me that's on the street shooting up. There's a million versions of me. Which one do I want to experience? I go into superposition. I observe the reality in which my YouTube channel will have 100K subscribers. My ego in this vehicle right now, talking to you, can't deny that. Because if I keep persisting and I keep going, at some point, it could or could not, but the potentiality is there for me to obtain that. I can't doubt myself. My ego can't tell me no. Because I believe it's going to happen. Because it's realistic for it to happen. If you were to say, hey, Allison, you want to drop a Ferrari? I don't like Ferraris. Lamborghini in the driveway? My ego would say, get the fuck out of here. Nah, that's not going to ever happen to her. Not because I don't want it, because it's something that I can doubt. It's something easily for my ego to say, get the hell out of here. No way. My ego cannot doubt that I'm observing the reality in which I am driving the compact SUV that is practical and that I really like, and I see myself in the car driving it and feeling safe. I can't doubt that. My ego can't tell me no, because it's a practical thing that I know I can obtain. So coming from a place of knowing you have it already, now you're collapsing the wave function, meaning you're bringing it in. And when we're bringing stuff in from a higher perspective, it takes time for it to densify. Then for all of our divine orchestration to happen, to put the right people, the right circumstances, the money, whatever, the job in front of you to obtain it. Right, Freya? I don't want to hurt her because I almost had, I wanted to lift her up. You little chunk ball, come here. Come here. Come on my lap. Come here. I don't want to hurt you. Come here. All right, you stay over there, but stop. I'm observing the reality in which I have a divine partnership that I have the rest of my life with, that I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm thriving. I'm observing the reality in which I have six-figure art business. These are things that I can't deny myself. That I know that I am worthy of those things. Manifestation means you don't have it. Manifestation is a word that is in lack mindset. As much as we use that word to equate things that we want to bring into reality, if you're coming from a place of lack that you don't have, that means you're not getting it. It means you lack, and there is a holdup in the field, in the quantum field, that says, nope, not ready yet. Nope, doesn't want it. Nope, doesn't deserve it. Nope. It's going to come different. So we don't want to sit in a manifestation lack mindset. We want to sit in a, I already have it. I know I have it. I'm feeling it. I'm breathing it. I feel it. I know it to be so. And not just saying, so it is. You have to have intention in your wording. You have to feel it, because your nervous system is your electromagnetic field, and that's what's speaking in vibration out of you in your nervous system. Your nervous system is your tuning station. You're the radio station. What are you playing? When we're sitting in lack, we're static. Our transmission isn't clear, and what we're receiving is not clear. When we're sitting in a worthy spot of I already have it, not in a egoistic, snarky kind of way. It's because you chose the life you want. You observed it, and now it has to collapse into this branching of reality. It takes time. It does. It takes time. The reason why I have new windows was because back I was pretty much back in New York with no money. I sat and did some somatic work, and I put it out to the universe. I already have this, but I need some assistance. Days later, I go and find information on how I can get a loan, because I've been denied loans for 2 years. I've been looking for personal. I went to get an equity house loan. I went all over the place. I found one that didn't care that I had a job, that I was a seasonal worker, that it was based off my house. And I got a loan enough to pay for everything that I needed. My property tax was way overdue. There was half the loan right there. Bye, Felicia. I had to pay down some of my credit card debt because that was pretty bad. And I did that. Not completely gone, but it's way better than it was, which helped my credit score jump up a bit. And then I got windows approved and got a sale on that. So, and it's not in Synthesize, it's not because we want to sit in a lack mindset, right? We can always ask for more. The law of assumption is great, but it also comes back to your nervous system. What are you emitting out of you? We could say assumption, law of attraction. If your mind is speaking amazing things to the field, it really is. But that's not actually what makes your reality. Your subconscious programming does. And in your subconscious programming, if you did not go in and do the work to reprogram yourself, you could say any affirmation all day consciously long to yourself in the mirror. It's not what your field is reflecting. Your subconscious and your body is still in fight or flight. It's still in lack until you feel it that it's not. That's the difference. But it doesn't have, and yeah, sure, some people can just call things in like this. Our guides, which is aspects of you, have to work to orchestrate other people, to put them in the right place at the right time, to put people that are going to aid you, that are going to help you thrive, and they are going to help you do the same thing. You can't come from a I don't have it standpoint. You have to have it, but feel that you have it, know that you have it, and not coming from a self-doubt standpoint. That's why I'm saying to choose things you know you can't deny yourself. Not these grandiose things that people like, well, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. Sure, you can win the lottery and go broke in a few days because you don't know how to manage your money, because that was the one little gift from the universe that gave you a little bump up in status. But do you know how to be stable in your frequency to hold it? That's another key to manifestation or collapsing the wave function. What I mean by collapsing the wave function, you went up into superposition. You chose yourself that you have all this stuff. Materialistic, partnerships, jobs, whatever it is that you want on that plate. You're observing the photons, the electrons, the neutrons, the all of it. You're observing those particles you're entangled to. Now it has no choice because you observed it to come, to materialize. But how we expect it to materialize also has to go out the window. That's why I don't specify I want a partner that's going to match me, that's going to be able to ground me, that is going to understand the dynamic that we're in and work with it instead of working against it. You're too stinking cute. Yes, you are. Cut the nonsense. Come here. So I have a footrest and I saw her little head come, little eyes popping out from. Yeah, so the law of assumption, where, I mean, however you resonate with these things, use it to your advantage, but just from a somatic nervous system standpoint, you can assume all day long, but is your subconscious, unconscious, programmed still in survival mode and lack? That's why a lot of the work that the high vibe frequency, what is it called? Live in frequency. Sorry, yeah, there we go. Live in frequency. I post a lot of that on my Facebook, and I get it. They have to sell their courses. But I was reading a lot of their stuff on the channel a few months ago, and a lot of this stuff that I was reading was literally about you are broadcasting what you want. You have to come from your healed heart and a space where you can't deny yourself, but not expect what it looks like. I might find my dream car. I want a black car and I hope to get it, but it might be silver, and I'm okay with silver. I can compromise. The guy that the one that I want to bring in and you know, I want the one and done. I don't want to play these games anymore, and I don't want to have these continuations of things and waste. It's not a waste of time. It's just, it's too stressful and I don't want it anymore. I want to be happy in a relationship dynamic. I'm happy. I like this one too. Perspective of the day. Healing doesn't need an audience. Not every part of your journey has to be shared. Some healing happens in quiet mornings, peaceful walks, heartfelt conversations, and moments when no one else is watching. Real growth isn't measured by how many people notice it. It's measured by how differently you respond to life than you once did. And I know a lot of us can see these changes within us. Allow yourself to heal at your own pace without feeling pressured to explain every step. The most meaningful transformation often happen in silence. Why I don't mind walking to the store, as inconvenient as it can be. Sometimes it's not the safest thing, but I'm meditating as I'm walking, and it's helping my body because I need a lot of movement to ground. Yeah. Has anybody ever seen this with the cat? Because I have not. She's never done this. Could you come up here? Give me this. Give me this chunk. You get me all to yourself, Miss Cat. Yeah, so anybody out there that watches this and that is all about the manifestation thing, you can use that term, it's fine, but we're all upgrading into another density of expression, experience, and oh, do I want to break my screen right now? No. I have flies. It landed on it. Sorry. We want to be careful where you are at in saying it. Are you saying it because collapsing the wave function and observing the life that you want is too difficult for you to comprehend? That's fine. But come from a place where you cannot deny your worth. You are worthy. And that's all about self-empowerment and embodiment. Every lesson you have learned, everything you all have went through in your lives, you're embodying that knowledge. Standing in your authority is not being an asshole. Standing in your authority is you know who you are, and there's no doubt about it. It's not shying away. You can have a quiet disposition about you. You could be shy, but are you standing up for yourself? Or are you a pushover? Which is fine too. It's all a learning process. You chose these dynamics to learn from, not to hinder you. We all have different personalities. We all have different coping mechanisms. We all have different ways of seeing the world. And that's what makes this world an amazing place. We're comprised of amazing things if you see them within yourself. If you don't, that's something you need to work on. It's not something to hinder you, and it's not something to shame you over. Get rid of the shame, blame, and disrespect on your own self, first and foremost. I used to do, guys, I was there. I lived this. That's why I'm talking about it. I used to shame myself and guilt myself all day long. I let other people's opinions of me eat at me. I let other people's voices interfere with my own thinking. And not because I was insecure in a way that I wasn't sure about myself. It was second guessing my decisions on myself. Sure, when it comes to big decisions in life and you're not sure what course to take, it's great to get advice from other people. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to make the choice. That, again, is your free will. Know where your choices are coming from. And I know the empaths in all of us have been screaming in the last couple of weeks. It's not because you're not protecting yourself in your field. We're doing whatever we all can do. But the field, and right now, is already purging, and we're picking up on the purge. It necessarily isn't your energy that you're feeling. It's collectively. I got that epiphany earlier this morning. Why it's going and breaching past your protective shielding that you hope everybody does. Even if you don't, it doesn't matter. We're feeling the collective for a reason. In order for us to be of help to other people, we have to understand what's going on in the air. We have to feel the feels. Can't feel the feels when you're blocking it out. So it's seeping through. We're meant to feel it. People like me have to feel it because I have to learn, I have to understand the mechanism in which it is presenting itself in the world. Because then I have to sit there and learn how to alchemize it and what method to use to alchemize it. That's my job. I read it earlier. I'm dual polarity. I'm both light and dark. And I'm here for source. And I'm here to transmute energy to balance the scale. There is false light. If you swung the pendulum, I'd rather sit here. Because if I could control how far back and how far forward I want to go, I could choose. I don't want to be all the way over here in the dark side because I'm not dark. I understand my dark side. And I am not practically all the way up here because I'm not a pushover and I'm not a, hi. Hi, guys. Because that's not my true self. I like to be a badass. I'll see you next Tuesday. Hey. It's a fun sign. Squat waffle. I like to be sassy. And that's my shadow. How many of you like to be sassy? I like being sassy. I know Freya's being sassy. This is a side of her I've never seen. And she's... I want to say it's almost 2 years. August. Maybe 3. See? Time lapse. No concept of it. Gone. Time, what is that? It's time to own some of the things that have been lingering in your life. The things that are almost done, but not quite. Close up, loose ends. You have some renewed energy coming your way soon. And you want to meet it with the least amount of baggage possible. There's a reason people say, like, a weight off my shoulders. There's no physical weight, but you still feel it, don't you? Embrace closure. Let us move forward in divinity and strength. Yes, you are, girlfriend. That's why I love you. You're amazing. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. 4D is going to get the full version. I just have to move my screens a little bit. 4D is going to get the full version. Spoiler alert. It's Freya, the superhero kitty cat. I put this on a lot of my posts. Light the path forward for self and for humanity. Last night, hang on, let me unshare because it's gonna mess up. Okay, last night. Thank you. See, this is what I was doing today. I was refining my stuff because I don't know how, like, I'm looking at spring tea is probably the winter chicken dinner, but I'm also looking at a few other sites and I don't know how many designs at first you're allowed to have. And I might do some series. I've seen people do this too, where they'll do like a limited edition or they'll keep it up for a few months and then switch it out and then bring it back if it's by popular demand. Could you just sit on my lap, Miss Cat? Did you hear that? Do it again. Do it again, Sass. I know. I talk cat. You and Morgan, Malvy. So this is another. So this came to me. No literal way, and this morning in the bathroom when I was going potty. P, by the way, forged in fire, purified by light, survived the storm, embodied the path, forged strong. And all the way down there is I have to make that a little larger, but that's so that everybody knows it's mine. I made it. I have to see how that works with the QR codes and stuff because like I could put I don't know how to do it on Zoom. Restream and Streamlabs have those kinds of abilities. So for example, if you go to Max Velocity, Ryan Hall Y'all, and some of the tarot readers, they have their own stuff through these print on demand kind of businesses. I don't need an LLC to have that happen until I grow. So I was looking into doing an LLC, but what I've been getting in research for the state is that if I'm not making over a certain amount a year, it doesn't make sense. If I'm using a third party to do the printing and it's not on me, I don't need to take insurance out. They're already covering that. And they're also taking a portion of the sale. for it. So, you know, but I have to start somewhere. So underneath my YouTube channel, when you see a video, my store and the products, let's say I want a tumbler or a coffee mug, I'll pick that to have my design on. And then you can click on and I'll bring you to the site to buy. My website is a portfolio, not a what, like I could make my website, you could buy stuff. The problem with that, A, I have to ship it. It's my stuff. It's here. B, I don't have a car. Every time someone buys something, I'd have to, and some stuff is way too expensive and they take a cut. Well, underneath all those, it has AllyKat Creations211 there. So, and I'm showing it here and I will have the evidence. That's why I like to have the 4D people check out my work, but it's also logging in that it's my original idea, that it was me making it. So I have the video evidence and then I have it on my phone. I mean, my website, that I had, that's my, I paid for the domain, so it's mine. Copyright and trademarks, I'm not, it costs money. One day, Allison observes the reality in which I have all this. No doubt. She's sitting. She's laying like a loaf of bread. So yeah, I have a bunch of shirt ideas. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is really more of playing around with fonts and stuff. But I have 14 t-shirts I've been playing with, editing, changing font, changing color. But the original ideas are they're all mine. So most of them are spiritual stuff. The Freya and Lil Thor stuff is there. I might do some more for them. But Spirit's calling me to do the spiritual shirts. That's a thing. I can't knock it. And I just keep getting good stuff in my head and I just keep typing it in. So I kind of refined it today while the guys were working, and I tried doing episode 3, finishing it, and it couldn't concentrate. I'm hoping tomorrow I do that after I do my live. I will be live tomorrow doing oracle cards. I need a break in the monotony of furniture and placements of things. It drives me fucking batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. So yeah, this is the angel mold. This is an angel. It looks like a Christmas angel. She has her hands in prayer. So the angel's like this. And what's going to happen is I'm dropping, this is the head, and these are the wings. And these, I'm going to cut them off and string them in different spots. These are going to be littered in and around the wings, and I might add nicer gems. I might put a big gem in the middle and then line it up with the copper and stuff. So we'll see how, I don't know. I have this thing in my head. I don't know if it's going to come out. I don't like, again, I used to be a perfectionist with my artwork and I stopped doing that. If it turns out great, if it doesn't, and I have a couple of them that kind of got messed up, it happens. Let it go. Oh, this is a good one. On July 14th, 2026, the new moon in Cancer at 21 degrees opens an emotional doorway into the memories, family patterns. That's a big one. Karmic relationships. That's another big one. High spirit. And ancestral imprints. That was what happened to me yesterday. The ancestral imprints that shape how your heart learned to love, protect, attach, and survive. Under this mother moon, the past may rise through dreams, yes. Emotions, conversations, or family connections, not to pull you backward, but to reveal the emotional blueprint, your soul finally ready to heal. With Mercury retrograde close to this lunation, what was buried beneath silence may begin to speak, bringing the unconscious into conscious awareness. So the patterns inherited long ago can finally be seen, understood, and released. A new foundation begins when you stop building love from survival and start choosing from the self that is finally ready to feel safe, held, and free. That hit me today like a ton of bricks. Now, it's not just this body and this personality that you're clearing ancestral shit. It's from your other selves too. So there's a lot of emotional crap that you're holding in that you have no idea where it's coming from. That was my last night. And I've been seeing pictures of Scotland, and not just Ireland, but in Scotland. I've been seeing people posting pictures of their trips to Scotland, and I've been seeing castles, and I'm like, I think I was there. Wow, that looks familiar. Not in this fucking body, but hey. I had two Native Americans come to me the other night. That wasn't fun. That was not unpleasant, but it wasn't fun. Family patterns, I did that work already. Most of that healing is done. If it's coming again, it's because it's not from this body or lifetime. So there's a conundrum with a lot of us that we have to always keep in mind in the back there when we're feeling like crap and we're assessing, is it this body? Is it this lifetime? Ask those deeper questions. Yes. Don't tell me no. You better get up here, Missy. You're like a lab cat, but when on your terms, huh? Guys, this is like a show first. She's never done this. Look at this head. Yep. I already know one of my guides is a native male who has pink like lines. So it's pink and then black and then pink. The pink is around his eyes, and then there's black, and I think there's no. It's pink and then black lines that cover his eyes. And then he has this humongous headdress, and then shielded armor on a horse, beautiful black horse. I have a lot of horse energy. We're in fire horse season, folks. Child let me sleep in today. I had my alarm clock set for 6. Usually I set my alarm clock for like 5:30 so that I get up and I feed her and then go back to sleep. That's naps. It's Batty. He's closer than chicken. She woke me up at 6:20 when my alarm went off. A little before 6:20, she woke me up. I'm like, whoa, cat. Yes. She's talking. She's using tones I've never heard her ever mutter, period. At least you guys are getting here first. You're hearing Freya here first, folks. Not that she doesn't talk on the shorts, but like it's been rare. The universe is saying today's new moon in Cancer invites a quieter kind of beginning. In astrology, Cancer is connected with home, family, emotional security, intuition, and the ways we nurture ourselves and others. A new moon marks the start of a new lunar cycle, making this a meaningful time to set intentions that come from the heart. If you've been feeling more emotional, reflective, or drawn to slow down, this energy encourages you to listen rather than rush. Ask yourself, what truly makes me feel safe, supported, and at peace? The answer that arises today can help shape the weeks ahead. Oh, you're by my feet. She wants my attention, but she don't want to be picked up. I just sit her right here. Get ready for another quantum AI and metaphysical ponderings coming at some point. Physicists create mini universe and watch time being born. Being born. Oh, here's a good example of the live-in frequency. If you're still there. Your body can lead your mind. You have been trying to think your way into confidence, into worthiness, into feeling safe enough to take up space. But the mind is downstream of the body. The way you hold yourself is not a result of how you feel. It is a cause of how you feel. Collapse perspective posture. Chest closed, shoulders forward, the body signaling stay small, stay safe. A nervous system brace against being seen. Open, grounded posture, chest open, weight settled, spine long, the body signaling I can be here. A nervous system that has room to breathe. This is not positive thinking. It is the oldest feedback loop in the body. Change the posture and state changes with it before a single thought is required. Now, I could tell you, this does work. And people that know Carol Maureen Friesen, when your feet are forward and you're walking, and especially me, this is how I walk at work, I'm walking with confidence. My feet are straight. They're pointed straight. They're not out. They're not in. They're not wobbly. They're straight. Because I'm sure of myself. In the embodiment frequency, the wealth posture protocol uses this directly. The body claiming space so the nervous system can believe there is space to claim. Stop waiting to feel worthy before you stand like it. Stand like it. Let the feeling flow. So that's not meaning like, I sit kind of slunched down. But like if I'm out in public, I'm walking with my confidence. I'm walking like I own the room. Not because I'm a narcissistic, conceited, see you next Tuesday. Because I know my worth. I know my value. In a third dimensional frame of mind, guess what? They don't see me worthy. I don't have 6 figures in my bank account. They can see all the lack they want in me. I am not lacking. My success and what I define as my worth is not a materialistic form. It's what I know I am. Divine. Are you divine? Are you divine? I pause there so you guys can know. They have a lot of good stuff on that Facebook group. They actually send me messages here and there. I'm like, I can't subscribe. I can't pay for that. But whatever they do give is nuggets of goodness. July 14th, new moon in Cancer. It's the Cancer new moon. Cancer is the sign of home, not just the place you live, but the place you return to within yourself. New moons are often talked about as a time to set intentions, but I think we miss one of the most important parts of the process. Before you ask the universe for more, ask yourself if you're emotionally available to receive it. That's key right there. Are you emotionally ready to receive? If your inner world is filled with fear, resentment, self-criticism, or old stories about who you used to be, it's hard for something new to feel safe enough to stay. That's why this new moon is so powerful and invites you to create a home within yourself that your future can actually grow in. Plant intentions rooted in self-trust instead of self-doubt. Choose peace over proving. Let your intuition have a louder voice than your fear. The life you're manifesting or collapsing into this branching of reality begins with the relationship you have with yourself. And today's new moon is a beautiful reminder to nurture that relationship first. Everything else will grow from there. New moon blessings. It's so true. Upstairs came in to make room for the new self to take more form. I've been integrating the new self, the higher self, for a couple of months, almost a year. It's slowly coming in because I'm slowly purging the old self, the old story, the old paradigm, the old way. That's why when my twin kept bringing my past back, I had to put my boundary up and say no more. Not because I don't want to address it or take accountability for myself, because it's the story that was spun was from their perspective that was false, because they wouldn't listen, they wouldn't believe or trust me. They ran with the story that they concocted and assumed in their brain. And there's going to be a lot of people that do that, no matter if they're a connection to you or not. People are going to look at you and make judgments until they mature spiritually. I don't identify with the story other people make assumptions with me at, so I'm not claiming it. I'm not going to run with it. I'm not apologizing for something I didn't do. I'm not going to submit because I want something. I have to know what's true for me in my heart. And lying to myself is not one of them. It just isn't. And like I said, and I'm transparent with this because I think everybody can feel this, I'm not perfect. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, but those mistakes granted me permission to have experience and to learn from. You missy cat, come here. Give me that tail. Come here. I'm going to get off that chair and gonna get her. But it's true. Yes, it is. You don't know me from back then. Maybe you do in another life, girl. I did not, there was points in my life I didn't want to live, and I numbed out and I did stupid things, all for experience purposes, not to degrade myself per se, but I felt like that. I'm not proud of some of the things I've done, but that's not my story anymore. That's not the self that I'm building. If I have to go back to my past when a new portion of me wants to come in, I'm not doing myself any good service. So I had to go in and heal myself and release those stories and assumptions and unworthiness that I at one point had for myself. I think everybody can attest that there's portions of your life that you wish you could have redone or did over, or at least made amends with it earlier in life, not later. And those are aspects, I think, in all of us that we have to let go. My past is not defining this future. I have taken all the experiences that I learned from all the teachings and lessons that I had to go through, embody the wisdom. Embody meaning I'm walking my lesson. I learned it. And now it doesn't become anything more than a lesson that I let go. I'm not repeating, not chasing. I'm not identifying with things that are falsehoods. You call me delusional. I know my truth. And it's at a higher frequency than most people can register it at. And many of you have the same thing. Your truths are on higher levels of most people. So they might not see, they might make assumptions, they might assume, they might go, oh, that's stuck up. Good. You don't belong in my locality anyway. You get to pick and choose. It's lonely at the top. We all know the story of CEOs and people that are at the top. It's lonely up there. You can't trust people because they want what you have. And they're cutthroat, and they're going to sit at that board table and fake it until they make it. The difference here is that we're doing it with our souls. It's a spiritual aspect. We're not gaining anything. The only thing you're gaining is more embodiment, self-worth, self-respect, maturity. And maturity doesn't have anything to do with your age. It's how you carry yourself. Back then, I did not value myself. In my teens and my 20s, definitely did not want to be here. Many opportunities I tried didn't work because I was not meant to be taking myself out. But nonetheless, I learned from all those experiences. I gained a lot of wisdom from walking that life and walking those experiences. Am I proud of them? No. Wiser? Yes. And I hope all of you take that into account for your own selves. I don't know what Freya is trying to do, but she's calming down. I don't know. I can't tell if my dragon's awake. I'm hyper focused on the things that I'm seeing, and I'm like, is that the flies or are those like spirit? I don't know. So tonight before you go to sleep, make it a an acknowledgement to yourself that you're going to look at what you are, what you want to become, and how and what steps you need to embody those things, whether it's releasing the unworthiness, whether it is that's absolutely true, Sparky. And I think the life I chose, as much as outside appearances looked at, oh, Allison's parents really put her up and did all this stuff for her, sure, but I worked my ass off. It is not an easy task to take care of your parents, and many of you know how that goes because most of you take care of your parents. I took care of my parents, both my mother and my father, and I watched them both die. Transcend, pretty a word. I did everything my parents ever asked me, besides a couple of things I didn't agree with. Oops. I didn't go to Hebrew school. I tried it and it was traumatizing. um it is blurry down there. I don't know why. I don't know. Lego Cat's clear. Yeah, I don't know. But like a little while ago, I was like kind of focusing on like, but that could be a fly. I don't like to. I'm using the skeptical Allison brain, and that's why I like myself. I kind of make myself question everything because the skeptic needs to be there as much as the person that believes. I like to have a balance because not everything is what it appears. And the fact if Freya is talking this much, and what just came to my brain is that my house, the wood, there's like things that were, they replaced some wood that was rotted out. But when you nestle and revamp the house, you usually get activity. So it might have some little stirrings. Um, but I've been seeing things, my dreams when I am napping, freaking ridiculously vivid, not necessarily unpleasant, confusing, very confusing. Um, feeling His Highness, and I'm joking with that. He's probably gonna chew me out at some point. Don't call me that. Yes. Who's here? Get over here. You right here. Yes. I'll scratch your butt. How's that? Give me that sassy tail. Get over here. You heard her? Oh, I have plenty of sage. I got sage in the backyard. I have to pick. I have to de-weed though. Um I've been very, very neglectful of my backyard. I do mow, but getting to the weeds in the pool, at least I have a ton of dragonflies, and I love dragonflies, so they have a home here. Um, and I get a lot of really pretty birds. On some venture one day, when Allison has unlimited funds, I want to put up a bird cam. Not just because of the angry cardinals. There's some really gorgeous like birds that come in, and I want to get them on. Like upstairs? No. No, she's just been locked in my bedroom all day. Like all day. Because it's cooler down here. And I didn't want her to get scared with the noise because it was really, really, really noisy. Really noisy. This is also her wanting me to go to bed, but we're not going to bed just yet. Come here. I have cards I want to pull. Because it's a new moon and we need some cards. How's that? And anybody else's nose been itchy? Mine has been super itchy and I can't put my finger on it. Chicken! Buck buck! There we go. I don't have angry. My parents come in the form of cardinals, but I have the last couple of weeks I get golden finches, which are not, they're kind of not, they're not rare, but they're rare up here. Blue jays are gorgeous. I had some red hawks in the pool the other day, and hawk is one of my spirit animal totem animals. Oh, I didn't chicken because I was focused on cards. See, my brain is all off today. Chicken! As Freya runs. I'm gonna get her. Yes. You heard her? She's like, no. Yes. Yes. I'm trying not to talk as much so we can hear how cute she's trying to communicate something to me, and I don't know what that is. And if it doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to the vet. Yep. Ring around the moon. It feels like a jingle right there. Protection. Are you protecting your vehicle, but your field? Are you a pushover? Are you taking care of yourself? Obviously, I'm not talking about the sleep. That a lot of us are not being able to help so much. The next few weeks, howl at the moon, process your feelings. So instead of denying your feelings, chicken, buck, buck, buck. Oh, do you know what happened? You know what craziness happened in Indiana today? Buck, buck, chicken. Literally. A truck dropped live chickens on the highway. Live chickens. I used to see these stupid trucks with the chickens being driven to go to the slaughterhouse, I'm assuming. I saw chicken buck bucks every morning on the express bus. And I was like, escape, chicken buck bucks! Escapes! And they didn't escapes. But I saw those trucks and it's quite devastating. But ascension and shifting timelines is what those animals do constantly. Moonrise cleansing. Are you cleansing your body? Are you working out? Are you doing your walking? Are you moving? Are you taking care of yourself and your energy? And like I said earlier, are you taking care of yourself? dark moon, the past, we're in retrograde. It's going to come back to bite you. Or is it now? I will say this, if the past, whatever that past is, comes back to you, you have 3 options, maybe more. But I like this approach. Feel your feelings. Don't neglect your feelings. You have to process why you're feeling what you're feeling. Process your feelings. The fireworks says it all. Process your feelings and release them when need be. Embody them if it's a lesson. If things from the past come back into your energy field, are they on your vibration? Did they make changes? Are they healing? Are they doing the work? Are they integrating? Whether that be your children, your spouse, an ex, a this or a that. Are they coming back to heal? Are you releasing it? You have your boundaries up. You have your self-worth up. You're merging into your new self. Do not let the past bite you in the butt. Instead, have your past be your lesson to not repeat. But don't deny if the past does come back and if there is changes, if there is healing, if there's, you know, especially in a family dynamic. Caution, boundaries, and the waiting game. Until Mercury retrograde ends, and that's going to be in another 10 days, I think. Young moon, strength. Why do you think we're all chosen to be here? We're badass mother effers. This deck feels light. Sorry for what? Grilled chicken? I know the chickens in New York go to slaughter. They go upstate. Or they go to the processing plants. I always bless my meat. Always. Bless your food. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. You can give your time, you can give your love, you can give your energy, you can give. Just make sure there's a boundary up with that as well. And make sure there's balance in your give and take. Well, let's hope that everybody's washing their fruits and veggies because atomic parasite explosive poop is spreading like wildfire. Taco Bell is on the I don't eat that fast food, but my gosh, just be careful. I believe they're trying to scare and put fear into people. By the way, if you're on a detox cleanse of any sort, you already know what comes out of you. It's a similar dynamic. Maybe not for me so much, but people that have little buggies swirling in their system. I don't know, it's worse, explosive or pulling things out of you. Leaky, but also is a thing. Do not meditate on the parasite. Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. So tonight, before you go to sleep, think about what intentions do you want to bring into this new cycle? How are you going to walk into your empowerment? How are you going to hold yourself high? Are you going to slump over? Or are you going to stand up straight and you are worthy? What energy are you going to feed the paradigm? Meditate and contemplate on that. And where is home? Right here. It's not outside of you. It's inside. Step out of your comfort zone. Because doing the same thing every day, I don't know what's worse. Cannibalism? At least Taco Bell, I don't know. Guys, tell me. I'm out of that paradigm. There's a few questions. I don't eat fast food, and if I do, it's very, very, very picky choices that I have. Because there's some fast food that cannibalize humans. Oh, I know. But I would remind them. I mean, Allison will love some Taco Depot, but I'm going to hold off. Cilantro, I like cilantro, but guess what cilantro does? Entertainment purposes only YouTube. Cilantro detoxes heavy metals out of your body. Oops, did I say that? Urkel in the worst Urkel form. Did I say that? Listen, I don't judge other people. I don't think too many people, unless you are, with the tinfoil hat, and a lot of us already here, tinfoil hat friends. We're queens in our own right. I have to make a tinfoil queen crown for all of us. That'd be cool. That would be a fun project. Some of us know what's in some of the fast food. Just putting it out there. And I don't know if Taco Bell's taking the fall, but I would say Chipotle is in the same category as Taco Bell in that regard. Just make your own food. Absolutely. I grew cilantro 2 years ago and it came out phenomenal. I tried growing it last year and it didn't come out because we had a drought. So it did not want to grow. My rosemary, the same. But I love cilantro. I'm one of those crazy people. Did I do that? No. I used to be able to do Urkel. That doesn't mean I should. One of my favorite shows. Yeah, I do too. There's a lot of people that there's a, I want to say genetically, um, that there is people do taste soap. Oh yeah. When I grew it in my garden 2 years ago, it was bananas. How fast and how tall and how lush. Oh yeah. That was one of my go-to shows. I'm glad. There's a bunch of I used to love watching Night Court and I don't understand why. Um I don't know if I had a top 10, X-Files is definitely on there. Because it wasn't just about the UFOs, it was about anomaly things. Um it's gems. I heard that. I hope she just kills all the flies in this house. That'd be great. Let me get these cards. I never got into soap operas. My mom liked the Hallmark Channel and she liked Golden Girls, Lawrence Wilk. She used to watch a shit ton of. Um, yeah, it some people do taste that, and it's the weirdest thing. I love it. And I have a very interesting palate. There's a lot of stuff I can't get down my throat, and other things I can with no problem, and it's just weird. I can't do Greek yogurt. The texture and the smell, I'm done. Nope. Oh, we got a twofer there. Woohoo! Avocado is very doesn't like to go down. I don't know why. For us Aries out there. but anybody having a hot temper right now. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Come back to yourself. Oh yeah, I like eating eggs. I can't stand the smell. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. So when you're coming back into yourself, what's holding you back from embracing a new self? What changes can you make in your life? These are the things you need to ask yourself. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Have your boundaries, but be nice about them. Don't be a bitch. First quarter moon in Pisces, honor your feelings. Like I said earlier, stuff from the past is going to come up. Things are going to surface subconsciously, unconsciously. It might not even be from this life. Honor those feelings and release them. A lot of people do that. Look like. Deadpool is cool. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so you know what I'm hoping when I'm doing this? You know those string lights? I'm hoping if the epoxy doesn't yellow, because it sometimes can, that these act as little like nodes that give off the sun and looks like those lights. I sometimes put the LED lights in my work. That's how I usually take a lot of these spices and stuff because my my tongue is sensitive to spicy stuff like turmeric and even the black seed oil and stuff like hits me in a certain way. I have to mask it or take it in pill form. But if I sprinkle it and put it in a smoothie, it hides the stuff my body can't handle. The one thing I can never, ever try to even equate to getting down is apple cider vinegar. I've tried numerous times. I will throw up on command. Yak. Oh, yeah. That sounds good. If I don't do this, my cards are going to go everywhere. Just a little taste for the collective for the new moon. If you're all in the background, please make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. We love you. And make sure you check out the bottom of my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of people here. Let's show you. So there's my website link right there. You go all the way. Look at little Freya. She calmed down finally. All the way down here, all the people. Look, Synthesized right there. Right there. All the people that I support. Go click, go support, go subscribe. Because their stuff is amazing. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you. I don't sing, I jingle. And make you want me. Anyway. All right, for the new moon, great expectations. Expecting the people in your life to automatically understand how you're feeling and what you need is unrealistic. Part of healing is understanding your needs and being able to fully express them to others without shame or guilt. Giving someone the key to caring for you properly isn't a cheat. It's a gift from both of you. I don't expect shit from nobody. Better. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. You say you want it, but do you? Do you truly want it? But you truly make space for it. Dreams can't arrive to a closed door. Doubt, hesitation, and distractions create detours where alignment should be. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect version of yourself. Show up now. Because the universe mirrors what you believe you are ready for. Truth. The new self is here, constantly getting better and better and better. If you wait for some kind of like outside of yourself shift, I'm not saying angel numbers don't help, but don't wait for the universe to respond to something innate within you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Show up as your highest self now. The rest will follow. Magic in motion. You can script the version, light the candles, and call it in. But destiny doesn't bloom on wishful thinking alone. The universe responds to movement. Aligned action is the ritual. Each small step signals your readiness, weaving the invisible into form. You're not waiting for a miracle. You're becoming one moment by moment. So take ownership of your thoughts and take ownership of how you're feeling. Once you do so, you can course direct yourself. Because not every day you're going to wake up and feel like $1 million. Not every day are you going to be like, yay, I'm in it to win a chicken dinner. There are days that you wake up and you feel like ass. We're all recalibrating right now, and that's why the universe is asking us to go slow, to rest, to be quiet, to be in the silence, not to expect what your brain's concocting. The imagination is great, but in the quantum realm, it's your nervous system that collapses the way function. I think that's the best way to cook, Sparky. I had to learn how to adapt to that style because, you know, broke joke over here, had to eat whatever I was handed, and I had to make it work. Yeah. Which reminds me, I got to defrost things for tomorrow. But anybody in the background, I know there's a couple of people watching. Please be mindful. I do go live tomorrow for a Oracle card. You get a question and you get to choose between 3 to 4 decks. I will be doing that tomorrow. And that's probably when I take a break from moving furniture. That's going to take me time. No joke. That's going to take me time. It took me a few days, as it is, throwing things into rooms. Universe just responded. Pause. You're being asked to pause before making a quick decision and move forward. Allow yourself to step back, look at all of the possible outcomes, and make sure you're headed in the right direction before moving forward. There is no right or wrong direction. There's a slow path and a fast path. Your soul chooses which one. I haven't really had chicken. Like I used to cook it all the time. I used to make drum sticks because those are my favorite. I like dark meat. And I used to shred it and make wraps out of it. Yesterday I felt not dizzy, but I felt that 2 weeks ago. Recently I feel more pulling on my soul than I do anything else. And I've been feeling His Royal Highness come through. Every time I mention him, she's meowing. She was fine. What's the matter, Miss Freya? I don't even know where you are. Hopefully she's eating flies. Well, I hope you're okay, Scott. Good to know. We have compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. It's true. We beat our own selves up. I used to do it all the time. It actually took me practice to have compassion for others before I can have it for my own self, believe it or not. When you learn your mistakes are meant to happen, like we're supposed to make mistakes, that's how we learn. And when you detach how the learning happens, that's the difficult part for us humans, is how to detach. If you start seeing things as lessons and learning and not necessarily taking out that lesson on a person that delivered it to you, you thank them kindly and you bless them and say thank you. And if they stay, great. If not, bye. I know for me, when I feel shifting like that, I don't necessarily get dizzy, but I feel like I'm getting knocked off my feet, and it's like a woof. It's like being thrown back and like, what? What just happened? Unless it's a portal. Those can make you dizzy. That could throw you for a loop. I've been caught up in some of those. Those are not fun. Not that they're not needed. They're not fun. Our human body is starting to expand into a higher density, and we're going through the gamut. Hate to say it. I wish we didn't have to. Our bodies were not built for this. What's coming in on the light grid is our activation in our DNA to open itself up to in the etheric realm. Our DNA is within us, but we also have other bodies that we inhabit. It's opening up first outer selves, and then it translates inner. If my 72 strand DNA were to open up in this body, I would humanly combust. Vibrations would be way too high for me to even handle, and I already have high voltage in my nervous system. I'd humanly combust. I'd be on Unsolved Mysteries. I gotta find that episode, by the way. I'm fascinated with that episode. Meow. Meow, meow. Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Could you come here and sit on my lap? You understand me too. Give me that butt. Freya is a nonstop bomb all night. Okay, t-shirt idea. Freya coming in on a wrecking ball. And then okay, the Rancid song just came. Black shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boy's a time bomb. I have a tie for you. I have bow ties. You want one? But I'm not a male. Doesn't matter. Ties happen to be really sexy on females. Come here. Fine, look cute on screen. Yes. That's why I call her Sassy Tail. And my chair's really annoying. Sorry about that. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Sorry, had no choice. I don't know if you saw my other shirt ideas. I'm gonna do a 4D video. Nice, short, sweet, but they deserve a video. I am still working on episode 3. Where I am stuck on, and it's not stuck, but it's also finding the originality of my words to describe retrocausality. I know, big concept. It's how your present moment influences the past and the collapsing of time, and how to get that without me, you know, obviously stealing other people's work, but conveying it in layman's terms. John Archibald Wheeler. Didn't mean to. Most of these guys don't believe in the quantum physics fun stuff that I do. But the people who actually like laid the foundation to quantum physics speculated against it. And then it was later proven. Their stuff was proven. The quantum eraser effect is a thought experiment. Just like Schrodinger's cat is a thought experiment until it became a real thing. Obviously not with real kitties. That would devastate us. Guys, a card fell out of the deck as I was shuffling, and it's 11:11. You're protesting now. Powerful and creative new beginnings. Leadership and spirituality. Fulfill dreams and desires by setting clear intentions on what you want. 1111. Why are you yappies? Meow. Four, four, four. What you have been preparing for is finally coming to fruition. The angels are with you. Look for signs all around as the angels are giving you messages. And she storms off. She's like, yeah, you're not a cool bitch, bitch. That was Freya. Just walking off. 1010. Unlock your true potential. What are you embodying tonight in your intentions? Spiritual awakening and discovering inner wisdom. Personal growth and love for self. The theme of this new moon. Write in a card. Thank you, Arnie. By the way, Arnie sells these beautiful cards on his website. Go to his YouTube channel, go all the way down and check his website out because the Lyran deck will be used again tomorrow. It's just that good. The Oracle of Tarot is also phenomenal. 606. You handle problems well and have a responsible nature. You are in a place of balance and alignment in your life. You are where you need to be right now. As hard as that sounds for some of us, we are where we need to be. Because what's coming and what's integrating and what's realigning with us takes time. I'm going to do one more before I spell. 714. You have what you need already in you. You can take on whatever is thrown at you. Many blessings are headed your way. So if these numbers are showing up, are you feeling it? You're seeing it? You're hearing it? Take note. But those are just tools. In sign language, this is God, but for me, that's also alignment. Jesus is within. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Tomorrow I will be live. Make sure you ring the bell icon so you know when I'm going live. Today was a little on the shorter side because Allison got new windows put in. 4 of them, 4 panels. Thank goodness that is over with. Thank God. Now the next hurdle to overcome is the car. We'll get there. I'm not in a rush. But new self is merging in because new stuff is here. What do you want in your life? Feel it. Embody it. Embody the feeling. Make sure you cannot doubt what you want. Not even a peep out of your ego. No. If it says anything about the no, get something smaller because you can always go higher eventually. So before I do part out, just realize what you choose today and collapse into the wave function. It takes time. But you always have room to change. If things are not transpiring the way that it looks, there might be some blocks. There might be, you can't impose the will of others to orchestrate shit. That's upstairs job. Don't expect nothing. Expect the best out of yourself. Walk with dignity, walk embodied, walk empowered. Take this new moon as a sign to go back inside of you and do some work. And if you don't need work necessarily on yourself, what do you want and how are you going to get there? You have to put action steps to get what you want. You are still in 3D, but a lot of us are working on 4, so the tests and the fun might sting, but just be aware. I hope all of you bless your water, put some good intentions out tonight. I will be on tomorrow doing that fun oracle card reading for everybody. If you're interested, everybody who shows up and wants a question or just wants to get a feel, I have decks. Usually pick out of 4 and then you get 2 little bonus extras from me. Those are usually on the shorter side. I'm not going a few hours. Some of them have gone, but that's okay. My focus tomorrow is just to do some work and then relax. I have a house to put back together. But guys, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you to all the people that contribute in the chat, because your recipes, what you do is as important as the conversation going on with me. I could tell you what, there's people that got inspired. I got an email a few weeks ago that they were looking at like why I asked people what they're eating, and they got inspired to make. One of you guys wrote something into the chat and they were inspired to make it and they loved it. So it's not just about me, it's about all of you and the inspiration we can bring as a community together. Sending each and every one of you, not chicken, love, light, shielding and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulders. Be the lighthouse. Sprinkle and seed your truths respectfully. Light that path forward and be the role model that you want to see in the world today. I hope to see you, all of you. If not, I'll see you either on Friday Night Live or I'll see you tomorrow during my Oracle Live reading. And thank you to everybody that checks out all the book readings that I do. Yesterday's was profound, and Blavatsky's was also back-to-back spirit syncs. Please be gentle with yourself in the next few days. We are in a water sign. It is a little emotional. It is a retrograde. Just be mindful. And until the next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed and beautiful night for wherever you are in the world. And I hope Freya calms down. I'll let you know tomorrow. Thank you for entertaining that. And I'll see you guys on